Hello there, welcome back. In this one, we are looking at AMC Entertainment. So today for AMC has been red. It's the first day in a while because in the past 5 days, we have actually made quite significant gains on the stock, being up about 31% up until now, which in a week where a lot of the market is down is quite significant. Now I think a lot of people are aware of why it is so high. We're going to be talking about that in this episode and what I personally believe looking at this stock. Well, obviously I am not a financial advisor, so please do make sure to do your own research, but in this one I'm giving all of my opinions. If you may enjoy it, please do leave a like and subscribe as we are trying to grow the channel. Massive thank you for 10,000 subscribers. We're trying to just keep it going, see if we can get to 100,000. Now that I've said that, let's jump in. Yeah, so AMC today is down quite significantly. If we have a look up until now, we are down about 4%, which isn't the worst, and it does kind of make sense when we look at this one from yesterday and even the previous day. So basically, on the 24th, we did see a big increase in price, which was to be expected for obvious reasons, as a lot of people are now trying to trigger that short squeeze. Now, what happened after that on the late end of the day for towards the 24th and even going into the morning of the 25th, we actually saw the price of the stock rocket significantly. It was about 35% in just a few hours if we do consider it, but it was over 2 days, so yeah, it was a very significant increase in a very short amount of time. And I think at this point a lot of people thought, you know what, we bought this stock for about $5-6, obviously it's pretty much a double your money opportunity at that chance. I think a lot of people sold out there with decent profits. I think that is to be expected when a stock like this does climb. I still do believe that a lot of people are optimistic on this one, but as soon as it started to rocket up as high as it did, I think a lot of people just got a bit optimistic in the sense that they all took profits, and that is to be understood. I think as soon as it did start coming down, a lot more people did the same out of fear. Now today though, it's not the worst thing that we have seen. It's a little bit of a reset in the price, which is not bad at all. There is still absolutely a lot of room for this one to potentially carry on into next week and keep on growing. I don't think it's impossible. I think right now it actually does present an opportunity to buy the dip. Now don't get me wrong, AMC is risky anyway. This whole stock as a stock at the minute is more of a speculative play, as people are really trying to trigger that short squeeze, and that is the main factor to driving the stock at the moment. So I think that needs to be considered. So it does carry a significant amount of risk when it comes to, the thought of it exploding to a few $100s. It's not impossible if people are still optimistic enough to trigger that squeeze, but of course it cannot be guaranteed. Long term though, AMC Theatres, I think a lot of people will be holding on to this one, being as they are intending to open theatres in New York very soon, and hopefully in the rest of the country, and of course that is the United States, if like me, you are living outside of America. So I think it's things like this which are going to keep boosting the stock, because a lot more people are now aware of AMC, or at least in the stock form, and are subsequently investing in it and holding it for that long term. So I think that publicity from the short squeeze, or the potential of a short squeeze, has done this stock some good in the long term. But right now, I don't think it's a worst point to enter. Obviously, the market is all over the place at the minute anyway, so it's just not guaranteed that AMC is going to keep climbing. But behind AMC, there is a lot of optimistic people who do wish to trigger that squeeze and see this stock explode. And of course, only the other day we did discover that a lot of people are still holding AMC shares, so it's actually quite likely that could happen. Now, it's not guaranteed, like I said, so please make sure to do your own research. But yeah, AMC, definitely worth buying a few shares in my opinion. Not too many, because of course it does carry risk that it could go down a little bit. Now don't get me wrong, I don't believe it's going to zero. Some people interpreted that I thought it was going to zero because I said it's risky. Yes, it's risky, but I personally don't believe it's going to zero. But it could come down to about the $6 range or even the high $5 range, and at that point it would be quite a significant loss if you were to buy a large amount. So please be aware of the risks going into this stock. But honestly, it is a speculative play and it does carry quite a lot of risk for a potentially huge reward. But I would like to see this one continue to grow on Monday. I'm going to be talking about all of my predictions for Monday in Sunday's episode. Of course, tomorrow we'll be giving a bit of a foreshadowing to that and basically just a rundown on everything that has happened so far. So please make sure to join us for that one. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye until then. Thank you for watching.